welcome. Ep.7, Oracle Thoughts here. Got my boy Jeff Hendricks.
Yes,
What's
sir,
up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Glad to be here.
Hey, man, I had to have him on. You know, he always has great content. While you here, go ahead and follow his page, man.
Oh yeah, so I got a page we call JA Sports Group. So basically, we try to highlight athletes and what they do off the field and off the court.
Right.
Business ventures, endorsements, community service, everything they do outside of their sports. You know, trying to show who they are as people and really try to humanize these athletes out here.
Nah, for facts, for real. Like, his page is really dope. Really great content on there too. I even go in there to get different 2 cents and pick his brain on what he's thinking there too. But if you got time, I would definitely tap into it. But only right to get off the episode. Episode 7. We both Raven guys.
For sure.
They just broke the news on some real crazy stuff. I don't know how I necessarily feel about it. That Orlando Brown trade. I get it, but like it's so many ways that this kind of can go left. It just kind of shows how bossy is. What's your 2 cents on it though?
Man, I really feel like it was rushed.
I think so too.
To be honest, and you can kind of see that with like the return. I don't know. It felt sloppy. I don't know if they were just trying to get one before draft day. Maybe they have a draft day plan. I actually have a theory. I think they may be trying to combine some picks.
I think so too.
Trade up for a better pick.
I definitely think we trade up to at least probably maybe get a wide receiver or an edge rusher in general. Yeah. For me personally though, this lets me know that nobody was willing to give a first rounder. Because you're just going to trade him to the Chiefs, the gatekeeper, the dude that you got to see every year. And like legitimately, this is the one time where we can easily say like their left tackle was, Eric Fisher, who they just cut, is not going to be in good position. Why are we helping them? You know what I'm saying? I get the idea of like, are you a better team from this? Possibly, who knows? But honestly, you don't help up your enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you down, I'm about to kick you while you're down, bro. Like, I'm not going to help you. Like, I'm not like wired that kind of way. But for me, I just feel like no one else was willing to give a first round pick. He was like, I still need a first round pick in this. And it's not even just the fact that you traded him, there. Bro, he low-key gave him a Pro Bowler on the left and the right side, and I gave you a second round pick.
Yeah, the second round pick is really where I was like,
what is going on? Come on, bro. Like, are you being serious?
Yeah, nah.
Like, and also, Laramie Tunsil, I think that was a huge influence for this trade. And it kind of just shows how Bill O'Brien has no business being a GM altogether. Like, I think the market for that was like 2 first rounders, a second round, and a third. And I think that just kind of damaged, like, the Texans moving forward. They still don't have a first round pick because of it. And they would have had a third pick. Yeah. If they don't make that move. So I think people are looking at that and saying, is this going to be Laramie Tunsil-less? So, you kind of lowball the trade, and that's kind of what took place.
But even with that, though, like, at least Laramie Tunsil was traded, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say he was very early in his career, maybe like a year or 2 in.
Yeah, I think it was,
Yeah, maybe about a year or 2 in.
Actually, I think it was either he had another year on his deal, or it was his final year. It was one of the two.
Okay, but it still wasn't, I mean, like, Laramie Tunsil was talented.
Yeah, of course.
But Orlando, like, that's not the same type of.
I agree. Like, I agree. Like, Laramie Tunsil's a better player. That's not the argument. But like what I mean is, he still, is a Pro Bowler. You know what I'm saying? At both the left and the right side. Right. I mean, Pro Bowlers not necessarily all pros, but it's still substantial. Yeah. So like, it can make the power switch left and right as far as like them able to replace this with ease, because they're not going to find a left tackle, or we're not going to find a left tackle of Orlando Brown caliber,
not at all,
before the season started.
Oh yeah, not at all. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Ravens. I mean, I trust the Ravens, GM decisions, business decisions. But in my fandom, this is definitely
like the most questionable thing ever, bro.
Yeah, it's the most questionable decision they've made.
This and trading Anquan to the 49ers are literally the 2 moves that I was like, bro, I don't get this.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, no.
But it does give us ammo to like legitimately go get a premier, like, 2 premier, like, first rounders. Yeah. Because I think, I think some of the edges are going to like slide. I think either the Greg Rousseau, the Phillip guy, I'm a big, we're big as these guys. So, I mean, one of them are probably going to fall like to later 20. Yeah. And I think at this point, the Ravens are pretty much entertaining. We probably need a wide receiver too. I think if you could knock out them in the first round, I'll be a little bit at ease, bro, but please don't mess up these picks, bro.
Yeah, no.
Please don't mess up these picks.
So would you rather them, trade? I mean, not trade. Would you rather them keep both picks, make 2 selections, or do what I think is gonna happen, trade both for a higher pick?
It depends. Like, if certain people end up sliding, like, I don't know if I want to buy a flyer on Devontae Smith, but if he slides, I can't be mad at it.
Yeah.
Like, if he slides as low as they talking, like to the 20s or like 15 or something, I can't be mad at it, bro. I cannot be mad at it. We just have to use it properly, and that's where we have questions with Greg Roman.
Man,
can he really like get these guys going?
Nah, yeah, that's really my question here, because to be honest, people try to talk about like the pass game and we don't have receivers and this and that. But I really think just watching the Ravens last year, I think it kind of came down to play calling. Like,
I think it was a lot of different things, but play calling was definitely it for me. I think our O-line, literally from center and guard, we got not rid of Marciano. He retired. We didn't really replace him, which is always gonna happen. We got ready to hit it Hurst. We traded for the Falcons. But we don't bring a number two backup. Because that made us that much lethal. Like, he was very good from a blocking and catching kind of perspective. Nick Bowl is cool, but he's not Hayden Hurst. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
Nah.
We didn't replace it. So the people that you were actually investing money into, as far as like on your offense, it's Mark Ingram, who was inactive, majority throughout the regular season being hurt. And who else was the O-line that you really invested? You recently played Ronnie Stanley, big money, who was already there for a while. Your center is Matt Scorer / Pat, who legitimately probably shouldn't have been there to begin with, if we're being honest with ourselves. Ben Powers is your right tackle. You bring on DJ Fluker. Orlando Brown is your other right tackle, but Ronnie gets hurt, so he has to move over there. It's just a cheap offense, and Willie Snead is the other dude that's paying the most amount of money on this offense. Like, it's a cheap offense, bro. Just invest.
I agree.
Just invest, bro. Like, I always like the Kevin signing they had, to bring in the right guy from the Giants who they released. I'm not too high on the Sammy joint because he just had a lot of injury issues, man.
Yeah, I'm not high on that either.
A lot of injury issues.
I don't even think I've ever remember him playing a full season.
Right. I think he did like once, like early in his career. And I think it's actually with Greg Roman, honestly.
Okay.
Ironically enough, I think that's kind of wild. But I was a huge fan of him at Clemson. His career is not really panned out like I thought it was going to.
Not at all.
I don't know if it's just injuries or he just don't necessarily get it. But he does have some games we flash.
He shows flashes. He showed it early last year. I want to say the very first game last year. He went crazy, maybe like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Nah, for sure.
So he shows those flashes, but
he's just not consistent, bro.
And we need definitely consistency. We need a big body. Like, I know you kind of mentioned Devontae Smith. I want the Ravens to get like a true X, like big,
so who you think?
Like big body. In our spot.
Or like if obviously everybody would want to say they want Jamar Chase. It was but realistically, we're like based on like where we're going to be, or if we could trade up to probably like 15 or something, who would be somebody that you would target like that we could get and be like a plug and play guy?
I kind of like, Jamar Chase is that only. Well, Rashad Bateman's kind of big too. But Jamar Chase definitely fits that description what I talked about. He'll be gone. But if not that route, I think I would like to see us kind of go that Chiefs route as far as like the receivers. They don't really have like that. Sammy Watkins was their big guy, I guess. But they just got people that can run and can go.
That's fair.
And so
they do have.
You can't get that. You need some guys who can fly. So maybe like a. Hollywood can fly. Get like a maybe Jalen Waddle type guy.
That would be a come up though.
Especially that'll help Lamar. That'll help. I don't know. We just got faster guys. I think that can cover up a lot of a lot of those shortcomings. I think that would be really good for the offense.
Factual. I think that based on where we at, if we don't trade up, I would be cool with Rashad Bateman. I'm kind of low key Rashad Bateman high.
Okay.
I don't think he's a burner or anything, but he's a chain mover. I don't want to call him Anquan Bodum because he's nowhere near close to that. But I can see some kind of similarities. Like, he's very good with right running. He has strong hands. I did see a couple of things like when I watched some of his film, just like it was a couple drops, but it wasn't excessive. And that's obviously you're not a passing offense, so like you can't be dropping the ball, bro. You can't be doing that, bro. I wouldn't be mad at Terrence Marshall. I just don't think he fight off the line as much. But
Terrence Marshall, okay, I forgot about him.
he just don't fight off the line like hard enough for me in general. But he's 6'3", big guy, the burner. You know what I'm saying? Like and he has unconjected, like he can catch the ball for like contested catches. So
and I think he has a high ceiling too. Yeah, he kind of slid under the radar with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. And them having all those guys, but.
I think this year kind of helped his case because I think he only played like 7 games, but he had like 10 touchdowns or something like that. Yeah. It's something kind of crazy. I actually want to look it up to be accurate. I don't want to be just putting out stats in general, but it was kind of cool for him being the true number 1 guy there because Jamar didn't play. Obviously, whatchamacallit went to the lead. Justin Jefferson, who is phenomenal.
He's amazing.
Phenomenal, bro. But yeah, I won't be mad. Yeah, 10 touchdowns, 731 yards, and literally how many games is that?
10 games. Less than that?
Yeah, less than that. Because I think he opted out once LSU was like really sorry. Literally in 5 games? Oh, that's kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie to you, though. No way that he only played 5 games and had the numbers. Still, even if he played the full season, had the numbers kind of lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's still pretty lit.
Yeah.
That is still pretty lit. I wouldn't be upset, bro. It's hard to not be upset. But just watching like him on camera, he definitely go up for the ball. I didn't realize how fast he was. I watching his game sometimes, like he'll get the ball, and he'll get some yards at the catch. But it's like he's not a true I'm out of here cheetah guy, But I can live with that, man. As long as you can get yards after the catch and do things as far as like uncontested catches and be a chain mover, I can live with it.
Yeah, no, I agree. No. I just want to see the Ravens invest in this offense, man. Lamar's amazing.
Yeah.
But like it gets predictable at a point.
It does, bro.
Playoffs, it got predictable.
It does, bro.
Yeah.
Just watch, because I recently went back to go look at the Titans in that Buffalo game.
Okay.
And literally as I'm watching the game, I'm like, oh, this is low-key kind of predictable too. Like, stop using him. Like, I understand they want to adapt to some of the concepts that Army does, or like they do from an option kind of standpoint. Well, we don't do a heavy option, but we'll throw it in there or sprinkle it in there. Just do a better job as far as like scrambling this up and make this look like, oh, I just need to sit here in this formation and I can sniff this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, stop being lazy.
Yeah.
But that's
early down, predictable. You know what's coming. First down, second down, we run the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need to change it up. That's why I think either a big body guy or one of these burners can really kind of take the top off and really open up that play call, especially on early downs.
Factual.
Need that big.
Factual. What other things you would see like out of us that you feel like the Ravens need to do in general?
I'm trying to think. Let me think back to that playoff game. Man, I was so excited for that Bills game. I was so excited for that Bills game.
I thought we actually could have beat them, and I think looking back on it too, just watching it, really our defense only gave up 10 points, bro.
Oh no, the defense.
It played phenomenal. They didn't get any pressure though. Like Josh Allen was back there chilling the entire time.
Yeah.
But like
they held it down.
It
was definitely all offense.
That's also why I'm not upset that we didn't pay Yannick or Matt, because when it came down to it, bro, y'all wasn't getting home at all.
Yeah, they got pushed around. Lamar was scrambling.
Yeah. Running for his life, man. I'm glad we upgraded from O-line kind of standpoint. But literally, like, Josh Allen, and even Ryan Tannehill was doing whatever they wanted back there, bro.
Yeah.
If you're not going to get there, bro, I'm not trying to pay you, $14 mil a year to, lollygag, bro.
Yeah. Really from this loss and the Titans loss the year before, it really just got bullied. They got pushed around.
I always do say we're a fake tough team.
Yeah, all season we like to be the guy, pushing.
Right.
We controlling the tempo. We controlling the line of scrimmage.
Right.
The game in our, in our hands. When it comes to them playoff games, man, we just get the tables be turning.
The thing for me though, and I'm with you, I feel like we are a fake, tough team or whatnot.
Yeah.
No one ever really runs the ball anymore. So you're not really, consciously thinking about loading the box, doing X, Y, and Z, because you don't have to let the game plan for it. We're the only team in the league that probably plays like this.
Yeah.
So when you focus on it, or you play teams with a better edge rusher or a better outside linebacker or middle linebackers that are really tough, or people that with a really good front seven. That's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You have a team with a really good front seven. It's like, okay, now we're game plan for this. What else you want to do?
Yeah.
And we look like, I'm out our deals.
Yeah.
Exactly. Come on, bro. That's not okay. That's not okay. And Lamar does have to get better at some things. He has to get better with his deep ball accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely one thing for me. And he also has to stop looking at the middle of the field so much. I get it, it's your bread and butter, But like, find some creative ways to have
too much Mark. Like Mark Andrews is good.
Right.
Too much Mark Andrews.
Yeah, or to be like a Willie Snead, like throughout the middle of the field, or like they'll do what they can with Hollywood to get him in the middle of the field. Do some stuff on the outside, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a matter of like they're scared for him to throw it out there on those like the borders.
Yeah.
Or like a matter of like Greg Roman just don't want to do it. But y'all gotta figure that out and not be so predictable. So.
No, yeah, they gotta figure out something.
Nah.
We can't keep doing what we're doing right now.
Nah, factual, man. As long as we figure out like the edge part, I would like another safety because Deshaun Elliott, this is his first year that he really started. Because we drafted him like 3 years ago, and this like literally the first year that he played the whole season.
Yeah.
Like his game or whatnot, I just can't risk him getting hurt, and now we fucked.
Yeah, no, I would like another safety. I was thinking that on the way here. I was like, what kind of needs do we need on defense? Safety, corners are locked down, but I think another good some safety depth would go a long way.
Nah, factual. I would definitely go edge rush. Maybe another like interior D lineman. I think we're fine at the linebacker standpoint with Patrick Queen and Malik. And I'm so glad we signed back LJ Ford.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
Yeah,
he does all the stuff that's like they're not sexy, but he's a smart player and he plays like it. So I really pull with that in general. But like you're saying, like Marcus Peters and Marlon are probably the best 1-2 punch in the league. So we can't really don't need to upgrade there. Jimmy's, quality depth. Anthony Averett, low-key, had a straight season, as like a fourth string. And if Tavon Young ever can stay healthy, bro, like, if he can ever stay healthy, like, we don't need to worry about the corners at all, but,
Yeah. No, the team as a whole just need to stay healthy, man.
Nah, factual.
Got ran through injuries last year. Glad they finally let go of Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram had his first year was straight. But
it was good.
And I will have to be honest with you though, if we don't sign Mark Ingram, no one hypes up Lamar the way he had that 2019 season.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't know if it was going to be just as great. Like the moment
you mean him as a teammate or him like actually on the field?
As a teammate.
Okay, yeah. He was a great teammate. Yeah, for sure.
Him as a teammate gave him a lot of confidence. I can't really explain it, but you can tell it was a different effect. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he just bring that, moving forward, even without, Ingram being on the team too. So we'll see, man. But if you ask me right now, we're not, in the best space. I feel like for Ravens to be in 2021. We have like the potential for this to look better based on what we do with these picks and whatnot. And obviously, somebody can get cut and we decide we want to bring on board. We plug and play. I'm not about having the best roster in April. I want to have the best roster in September, in January. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
That's what I care about, not necessarily looking good on paper right now.
How you think we fit in with the rest of the AFC North?
I think the Browns are the best team on paper.
Really?
On paper, they're the best team. The only hole that I felt like was really huge was edge rush. That you got Clowney.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Miles and Clowney can go kind of
He got to stay healthy too.
Huh?
So he got to stay healthy too.
He do. If he can stay healthy, it could be a problem, but he definitely got to do it. I love Denzel Ward. I love the come up for John Johnson.
Yeah.
The dude they got from LSU, the safety who got hurt towards the Achilles last season, Grant something.
Delpit?
Yes. He's gonna be really fine. I feel like they're gonna put him at the strong safety kind of side. If Greedy Williams can stay healthy, he can be a difference maker. But I've just seen some stuff that they interested in trading for Stephon Gilmore, which would be kind of crazy. That would be kind of crazy.
Okay.
Matt Wilson is cool. I think they can do some linebackers, but I mean, I don't think most of their roster is kind of figured out.
Yeah, so for sure. I still question Baker Mayfield, but
I mean, I don't even think it's about that. It's like just keep feeding Nick, because like Nick is the reason that they're that well of a team. Like, granted,
he's a stud.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm not entertaining the conversation that he's not a top 5 running back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
he's a stud.
We can't have that conversation.
He was one game away from being the rushing leader.
Bruh, and literally he missed like 4 games this season. Like. Literally, keep feeding that man. They'll be fine. Jarvis is a solid, guy, and Odell, obviously he hasn't had the career there that he's anticipated, but he's a solid dude too. Austin Hooper is just a regular guy there, if you ask me to. But their O-line pretty good too. Yeah. With the guy they got from Tennessee last season, the guy they got from Alabama, Jedrick Willis. Yeah, got him. JC's pretty straight. Like they have a lot of weapons everywhere.
No, yeah, they have a solid team.
Yeah, so that's just me. I kind of have to see more from the Steelers. Like, I think on defense they're going to come back just as good. I think they're going to miss Bud Dupree to some degree.
I don't trust the Steelers at all.
You don't trust them at all?
At all. Well, I've been on the Big Ben hate train for a long time.
I think he's just washed now.
Yeah.
He's just washed now.
I was never a fan. Like even in his like prime, I never thought he was that like great. I thought he was just a big body who I thought he
could extend play and play backyard football, bro. And that's what make him like he can. 5-6 seconds later, you can't cover somebody for so long. So you keep doing that play in and play out. Somebody gonna be open, bro.
Exactly. And then like when AB was there, you could see how he forced the ball like just down AB's throat and like you could. I mean, they still got receivers, but they just
Chase gonna be a dog, bro.
Oh,
Chase gonna be a dog, bro. Yeah. I hate to see that man 2 times a year, but he gonna be a difference maker.
No, he's nice. He's nice with it. They got some good guys. Deontay. Johnson, he's solid too.
And Juju is solid 2-3, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's solid. I mean, the TikTok really kind of messed him up. But no, he's a solid football player.
Right. I just think we had to tailor expectations for Juju. Like, he wasn't supposed to be a top 10 guy.
Yeah, no. He's not a number one.
Yeah, and that's okay, bro. Like,
everybody's not a number one receiver. It's only 32 number one receivers.
Right. And that's okay, bro. Just provide depth and help out the team the best way you can.
For sure.
And Cincy, I mean, we ain't talking about that. Like
I'm not. They got a ways to go.
Yeah, like they got levels to this too. They got some stuff around that's cool, but like, it's not worth saying like they're gonna be anything more than 4 on that division.
Oh no,
like
4. Yeah, they're locked in.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's the Ravens 2021 though, man. But you're a Falcons guy too.
Yeah, I am a Falcons guy. Love-hate relationship with them boys. I'm excited to see this draft though. I think they're in a great spot to really, set themselves up for future success. So, yeah, we're gonna really see what happens. What happens at this number 4 pick?
Who would you want?
I want it to be Justin Fields. I think it should be Justin Fields or so. First, I want Justin Fields.
Okay.
Trey Lance. I'm not fully sold on Trey Lance, but
I gotta watch some film.
I would understand it. Besides them two. Obviously, Kyle Pitts is a dog. Outside of them 3 guys, if Fields is gone, you don't like Lance, you don't want Pitts, trade back. I think anything else besides those 3 QBs would be a mistake.
I'm kind of with you, like,
for sure.
I've been telling people in general, not that Matt Ryan's a bad quarterback, because he's a quality quarterback, he's a good guy. He's probably borderline going to be a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like he's not doing enough to, like, warrant to being paid this much money, and we're not even making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's not just 1 year. It's 3 years if you're not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Are you above being, having competition? Because, like, Aaron Rodgers doing that.
Right.
Even when he came there as a first rounder, he had to challenge Brett Favre. Tom Brady, they draft Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, are you beyond the point where you that established? What have you done that, so that you can't be questioned at all? So, like I said, I think that y'all should go Justin Fields. Kyle Pitts would be cool. I think it would be definitely an upgrade from Hayden Hurst. Yeah. It's just like, what's the point? Like,
I mean, he could definitely open it up.
Yeah.
I mean, Hayden Hurst.
He's good, but he's not Kyle Pitts. Yeah, that's what
he's not Kyle Pitts. I don't know, man. Matt Ryan is just. I love Matt Ryan. Like I never got the Matt Ryan hate to some degree. It's just getting time. Like he's just. I think his time is just like I appreciated his career. I appreciated like what he's done in these 10, 12 years.
08?
Yeah.
So 12, 13, something like that.
I appreciate everything he's done up to this point. I just think that arm strength is not what it was.
It's just time, bro. Like it's just time.
And I don't want the tail end of his career to look like Drew Brees.
They don't talk about that enough, bro. Like Hayden Hurst, not Hayden Hurst. Alvin Kamara really like extended his career much longer than it should have been.
Yeah. Oh, and Slant
Man. Y'all be playing Michael Thomas, dog.
Extended his career.
Y'all be playing Michael Thomas.
It was no need to take. They didn't take the roof off, the top off. They never had to.
Nah, they didn't have to. It was slant and dump off every time.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I don't want Matt Ryan's last couple years to. I'm assuming that this last contract is.
Yeah.
Probably the end of him, but like, I don't want his career to end like that.
I'm with you too, man. Like, I think he goes somewhere else and probably make somebody a playoff team too. So I'm not saying his career's over. I just think that y'all just need a fresh start. I think y'all need to hit a clear, like, nucleus restart.
For sure.
And I think with doing Justin Fields, you can do that. But if y'all don't do that, I think it's best for y'all to trade back and get more value like for trade or picks throughout the draft, and also work on his defense because I think
a lot of holes.
Yeah, I think edge rushers probably should be number one for y'all. I wouldn't mind getting Michael Person from Penn State to partner up with Debo.
Yeah.
Dion. I think I can use safety help. Definitely because I mean both y'all safeties out of there now. I like AJ Terrell though, and I think I should re-sign back Darqueze Dennard.
Yeah, no, they were both solid.
They came along later in the season.
A lot of holes. Definitely edge. I'm almost scared to see them draft edge rushers.
Y'all do always do that.
Missed. They haven't hit on one yet, and they tried like.
What's crazy is I thought Tack was gonna be the one.
Yeah, and he showed like he wanted to be.
That's another y'all play the Browns now. Let's see how that looks now. But
yeah,
I thought he was gonna be the one for y'all.
Yeah, no, he looked promising. But yeah, Big Beasley pick would forever be unforgivable.
The thing is, like, he was an All-Pro too.
Unforgivable. The man is the size of a safety.
Yeah,
and he's playing DN. I'll never forget him because Todd Gurley was like the next pick.
It looks bad in hindsight. I'm not gonna lie to you though.
I was so upset at that moment. But yeah, I'm scared to see them draft edge rush. I think another interior guy with Grady Jarrett though could be solid for them.
How you feel about Marlon Davidson? The dude I didn't really use his name last season too much.
Yeah, nah, I don't even think he played all season.
Was he hurt?
I think so. I could be wrong. I want to say he didn't play the full season. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with more interior help in there. You know, kind of build it inside out a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially with Grady Jarrett drawing so many parallels to like Aaron Donald type of player.
Definitely, y'all can build that defense around Dion and Grady.
Yeah, and just inside out.
Yeah.
Like you said, I like AJ. Actually, high school friend.
Oh, you know him since high school?
Yeah, we played at Westlake together.
Oh wow.
So yeah, definitely love what he was doing. Darqueze Dennard, he got hurt when he started to come on a little bit.
He's been that man.
Right when they were blowing those games like early last season. He was actually playing decent though.
Yeah.
Then he got hurt. Yeah, they just got a lot of holes, man.
Nah, I feel you. But I think a lot of that can be addressed though. Like you trade back, you go get somebody second or third rounder. Y'all have your own second or third rounder. You can just invest there and then make it shake there. But
need a running back.
You do. You
gotta get a running back.
You don't believe it, He can't be your future guy. For real. Wow.
So they signed Mike Davis.
That was a solid.
Of course, Gurley's not back, and then they cut Ito maybe like last week before.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So it was really just Mike Davis and Brian Hill, who fumbles every game.
My man.
So I want to see them pull up. I want to see them pull a running back off the board day too. So.
That would be kind of cool.
We'll see.
That would be kind of cool. But, I mean, y'all do have holes, but I feel like it can be, fixed. You know what I'm saying? And now, I think this is the most pivotal draft for y'all. Like, do you
for sure.
Like, do you want to keep, seeing what this Matt Ryan train looks like? Or do you want to just say, all right, man, it's been real. Do you want to be a mentor to one of these young guys we're going to bring in?
Yeah. No, I think this draft is very similar to that. I don't know if you remember the Cowboys, the year Tony Romo got hurt, and they went like 4 and
2016 draft?
Yeah, and they weren't a bad team, but they ended up with like the 4th pick of the draft, and they were able to get Zeke, and they were able to get Dak Prescott, and I just think this is a very similar position. Like the Falcons aren't a 4-12 team.
No,
they're not. They don't have a 4-12 roster.
That's what baffles me, bro.
Yeah. So I think this is a perfect time to capitalize on this draft position.
Yeah.
Stock up some guys.
Like I don't think the Falcons will ever be this high.
Never.
In the next 5 or 6 years.
Never. They'll either be back to that in the hunt playoff or just that 7-9 to 9-7 range. So this is like the year. So.
Yeah, and that's partially why I'm like, yo, if you want your guy for the future, I think you should try him. Yeah. You should go get him.
Yeah.
But that's just me though, man. That's just me. Any other nuts you got for this upcoming draft though? Or things that you think about to take place and be like shake the whole like draft board up?
I'm really excited to see what the 49ers do with this 3rd pick.
I am too, man.
I mean, obviously it's quarterback. There's no way you give up that much.
Yeah.
It's not a quarterback, but
for sure. But imagine if they did Chase though. That actually go kind of crazy with Kittle, with him, with Debo.
Yeah.
I mean, Shanahan does whatever he does with running backs. He always makes them look fall.
Yeah.
Continue though.
But no, I'll be excited to see what they do. If it really is quarterback, what quarterback they take. Because I just think going up that high for a lot of people think, it's Mac Jones. I think to go up that high for Mac Jones would be crazy.
Nah, for sure.
Especially with Jimmy G. I don't know. I mean, Jimmy G is not like Tom Brady or anything.
Yeah,
he's
decent.
When he's on the field, they win games.
Yeah, and that's the part I can't defend. Like, I don't want to know if I want to trade up that far for someone that's like I don't even know if like
if you're trading up that, he needs to take his job.
Like talent wise, he's not the most talented quarterback out there. Yeah. I mean, he plays within the system, and pretty much that's what Kyle Shanahan wants. Just somebody just don't do your own thing, just being within the system. Yeah, and that's why I think they're linking him to obviously 49ers. I'm probably sure there's plenty of reports on it too. So
yeah. So no, that's outside of like my Falcons thing, and definitely see what the Ravens do. See what happens with 49ers. I think that'll shake up.
Agreed.
That'll shake up everything, depending on where they go.
Yeah, I think if these quarterbacks go in the top 15, like all 5 of them, that shakes up a lot of stuff. Because now they're at the point, because they're going to start overvaluing, quarterbacks. That's like, okay, he's a good player, but is he better than this person in a nutshell? Yeah. And that's going to be an ongoing question. But if that takes place, it's going to be people that go out there and slide. Like I've been saying to you in general, like I think Devontae Smith will have to slide. Literally, 160 pounds. He lighter than me. Yeah. I mean, but he was balling in SEC. Yeah. You just have to, like, if you're going to draft him, use him smart. Like, you're going to have to, like, use him in motion so that way he don't have to have those, those pressures at the line of scrimmage. And you can be more of a distraction throughout the middle of the field versus just like, hey, we're just going to line you up there in the X. Just beat this man every time. Yeah. Because if you're actually do that, you're going to lose, Yeah. So. I'm also very excited to see if Najee Harris actually sneaks in the first round. I think he will. I'm very high on him. I think even from the time when he ran all over us in the national championship, I was like, okay, that's a guy. And so he hasn't proved me wrong in the rest 2 other years. So I'm very excited to see. Nah, factual. I think someone takes a move on him for sure. I think he about to mess around and go to Steelers though. There's been a lot of reports for that in general. So I think that actually might happen, dog. Like, yeah. No, they and they need it too. I mean, James Conner was just. I mean, he okay, but stay injured. I think he went to the Cardinals, didn't he? Yeah. I'm glad they let that go. And I don't know what the Cardinals are doing picking him up. Like, it's more depth, I feel like, but yeah. I guess. I mean, I feel like Chase Edmonds is better than him. That too, man. That too. I can definitely go for that, bro. Yeah. I can't even complain, bro. So, we'll see. I think he might creep in the back half of that first round. And I'm excited. It would make sense. I can see the Jets when they come back around their second pick. Entertaining him or Travis Etienne, because I think one of them going to be in the first round though. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping Etienne slides that day 2 for the Falcons, but I will see. I'm very high on him too, and especially after he ran that 4.4. Well, even last year, I felt like he went crazy. I mean, he's gone crazy all 4 years. Yeah. And I thought last year him staying was because maybe he didn't have the best measurables. Yeah. He thought he wasn't gonna slide, but then he came out running 4.4. I was like. Yeah. What are you doing? Like, why didn't you get your money last year? I didn't understand why he left either, too. Because, honestly, I'm trying to think about the running back class from last season. Who was it? Swift? It was... Allaire. Clyde Edwards-Allaire. And what's buddy from Wisconsin? Jonathan Taylor. J.K. Dobbins. J.K. That actually is kind of stacked. But I think he would have fared well against them. I think he will probably get the nod above Swift. I don't think he gets a nod above Claire just off that last year, but I think he's more talented than Claire. Yeah. I think he might get a nod against JK too. Yes. No, he produced. Yeah. He was a guy. I just thought there were like questions on like his speed, straight line speed, and just a lot of those measurables. Yeah. But as far as football tape, like I don't think you can get much better football tape. Nah, for sure. For sure. Well, cool, man. This is episode 7, man. Had to bring my man Jeff on. Of course. Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate you. Definitely got to run this, man. But, hey, if y'all got time, go ahead and follow his page, bro. It has a lot of great content on there. Go ahead and follow it out, man. Yes, sir. J Sports Group. Thank you, Zane, putting me on here. No doubt, bro. No doubt. All up. Be back. All up. Got to, bro. Got to, man.